It is the end of the week. Good morning, good morning. Listen, ladies, I'll make something crystal clear. When you're posting your content, you should be making money, okay? It is 2026. Times is hard, all right? We're not doing anything for free. These apps get millions. You should be getting cuts. If you are posting pictures, stories, reels, going live, whatever, but you are not getting paid for it, we have a serious problem and we got to fix it today, okay? Got to fix it today. Something else I want you guys to understand is this. Good morning. You should be making money while you're asleep. We are building wealth, okay? We are building financial freedom, okay? We're not trying to stress out about no bills in 2026 and beyond, okay? And in order to do that, we have to be making money even while we're asleep. So if you are not doing that yet, we have got to fix it and fast because time is moving. It's moving, we got to catch up. Something else I want you to understand, good morning. You only need one digital product in your store. You only need one. See, the problem is a lot of y'all think you need about 50 products. You're trying to make ebook after ebook after ebook and you're getting overwhelmed and overthinking. But you only need one. And that one product that you choose to create and sell will literally change your entire life. I can't make this up. How do I know that? Because my digital product journey changed my entire life. I've been doing this for 6 years, full time, okay? And when I first started, you guys, I lost 100 pounds. I was a big girl, okay? I was 340 pounds. I lost 100 pounds. And on my weight loss journey, I learned how to exercise. I learned how to eat right. And I fixed my mindset. And so what I did was I turned all of that information, all of that knowledge into an ebook. And I started selling it to other people who also wanted to lose weight. And I sold it on YouTube, okay? So anything that you want to sell, you can. Whatever you know about, whatever you have a passion for, that's what you should be monetizing. But the problem with you, ma'am, is you live in fear. Poor baby. On my life, fear stands for fuck everything, and that's what you're doing. You are literally running away from your brilliant ideas. You are literally running away from your $1 million ideas because you are so afraid of looking stupid. You are so fearful of people talking about you. You are so fearful of failure. And that fear that you hold on to, that fear that you refuse to let go, is exactly why it's not getting done. Ladies, we have got to let go of the fear because the fear is literally stealing our dream life from us. It has to stop, okay? We don't have a choice. Now, what I want to know, good morning, who on this live is fed up of their own BS? Meaning you are tired of always starting and stopping. You are tired of giving up. You're tired of not feeling like you're worthy for success, that you're worthy for happiness and wealth. Then go ahead and put me in the chat because we're going to fix that today. I also want to know who on this live is fed up with living paycheck to paycheck. You go ahead and put me in the chat. Very good, Cassandra. Listen, some of you guys had the 2-week resignation letter already written. It is in the drafts and you are waiting to hit send, okay? If that is you, put me in the chat. And I also want to know who on this live has no clue as to what a digital product is. Good morning. If you have no idea, thank you, Cassandra, or you only know a little bit, go ahead and put me in the chat because I'm going to teach you. And for those of you guys who have never seen my face before, good morning, my name is Coach Jazz, and we are going to be building our online business from scratch, okay? I'm going to teach you how to create the ebook, and I'm going to teach you how to sell it. But not only are we going to build our online business this morning, we're also going to build ourselves. We're going to build the version of ourselves that starts something and finish. We're going to build the version of ourselves that believes in ourselves. We're the version of ourselves who puts ourselves first for once, because some of y'all don't ever do that. You don't know when you put yourself first. You can't even remember. We're going to build the version of ourselves who sets boundaries. Hello. Ladies, you are holding yourself back. I can't stress this enough. There's things that you got going in your pretty head that is keeping you stagnant. It is keeping you overwhelmed. We gotta fix it so so that we can finally build our dream life. Good morning, good morning. You hit me right on the nose with the yes, let's go, Fritchie. Because I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of information this morning, it would be in your best interest to take notes. I have never done that and always concerned with those, and we're going to change it today, Cassandra. We're fixing it today. Because I'm going to be giving you guys so much information, this would be in your best interest to take notes. Okay? Because the key word of this live, ladies, is going to be execution. Let me turn the mirror off. The key word of this live is going to be execution. You are going to hear me say this word about 15 times this morning. Why? Because I need it to stick. Because if you are human, you have a tendency to forget everything. Because life and stresses. Okay? We got to execute, which means we have to do it. Can you do something if you don't even remember what you're supposed to be doing? Because I know you're going to forget. So please take your notes. So if you do forget, good morning, you can still execute, okay? Also, you guys, the more we interact with the live, the more we like, comment, and share, the more TikTok is going to push this live to more people, and YouTube, who are also tired of their own BS. They want an online business too. They're tired of giving up too. So just like this live found you, let's allow it to find others, okay? Are we ready? Make sure y'all follow me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning. So what is a digital product and how we build our business? A digital product is something you do not have physical possession of. So think of a movie on Netflix. Think of a song on your music or Spotify. You don't physically have it in your possession, right? It's all out in the cloud, okay? Well, you are going to create something to sell. It could be anything. Please do not overthink. There is something that you already know how to do. I told you guys when I first started, I lost 100 pounds. I sold my knowledge on weight loss, okay? Please just sell what you know. Maybe you're really good. You could teach other women how to be good mothers. You could give tips and tricks and all of the things, okay? So please, whatever it is, don't overthink, just get to selling, okay? And it doesn't have to be an ebook, no, you could do an e-course. You could do private communities, work journals, affirmation guides, whatever your heart desires, I promise you, you can sell, okay? Now, I'm gonna give y'all 2 apps. These apps will change your entire life if you use them. So we gotta execute, okay? If you're ready for app number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat and let's do an affirmation. I believe in my dreams and my ability to achieve them. I believe in my dreams and my abilities to achieve them. Ladies, if you even thought the thought, that's because you can, okay? If you thought about being a content creator, if you even thought about running an online business, that's because you can. I believe all ideas come from God. Why would God give you that you can't do? He wouldn't. Why would God plant seeds in environments that cannot harvest them? He wouldn't. So, we got to get out of our head. We got to get out of our head, okay? All right, fair enough. App number 1, Canva. C-A-N-V-A. App number 1, Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Write it down. Good morning. For those of y'all who have never seen me, my name is Coach Jazz. App number 1 is Canva. You will be using this app for everything, okay? So maybe you do want to create content, but you want to have some cool effects on your reels, change the colors of the fonts, all the things, Canva, okay? Maybe you do want to start a YouTube channel. I tell you guys every morning to start a channel. Maybe today you're gonna listen. Canva has thousands of YouTube thumbnail templates. And the thumbnails are just the pictures before you click on the actual video. This is what draws people's attention to your video, okay? All of your favorite creators, everybody is getting their thumbnails off of Canva, okay? You can customize them. And maybe you do want to sell an ebook, but you want to make it look all branded and aesthetic and professional. Cool. Canva has thousands of ebook templates, okay? Thousands. You just got to use it. Now, before we get into app number 2, I want to speak to the woman on this live who still lives in fear. She knows who she is. On this live, fear stands for fuck everything and run, and that's what she's about to do now. She's ready to run away because she's saying things to herself like, Jazz, this sounds great. I would love an online business, but I'm not tech savvy. I'm too old for an online business. What if it's too late for me? Okay, but before you run away, just hear me out. Number one, ladies, we woke up this morning. All of us did. If you watching this live, you woke up. That is a blessing. Every day that you are blessed with another day means that you have another opportunity to work towards your goals. Use it. Number two, you are very techy because you use technology every day and all day because you are always on social media. True or false? Okay. You are sharing videos back and forth, you're commenting, you're liking, archiving. That takes tech savviness. So, you will use the same tech savviness that you already have and build your online business. And for you guys who do think you're too old, what did we just say? We're gonna sell our knowledge. We're gonna monetize what we know. So, if you are older, that means you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of wisdom, which means you have a lot of things that you could sell. Okay? Cool. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Age ain't nothing but a number. I don't give a damn how old you are. It don't matter. We're getting this money. All right. App number 2. Good morning. Good morning. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, my name is Coach Jazz. If I say anything at all that resonates with your spirit and vibrates with your soul, double tap the screen, like, comment, and share. The more we interact with this live, the more YouTube and TikTok will push us out to more people. Okay? Fair enough. Also, make sure y'all follow me. App number 2, ChatGPT. Write it down. Take your note. Keyword of this live is execution. If I know anything about you, you are human and you're going to forget because you always do. So just take notes so you can still execute. Okay? ChatGPT, write it down. This is AI. You will be using chat for everything. Y'all going to be locked in, okay, forever. All right? Now, they do have a premium version of chat, but you don't need it. It is $19 a month. You will be good with everything that we're talking about on the free version, okay? So just start with the free version. As your business grows and you make some more money, then upgrade to premium later, okay? Good morning. Hello, photographer. Welcome. Okay, so everything you need, chat got you. So maybe you do want to get content. Thank you, nurse, but you're just not too sure what kind of videos to make. Fine, ask chat to tell you. Maybe you're camera shy and you want to start your YouTube channel, but you just don't know what to say. Fine. I have to script the entire video for you. Now all you gotta do is say the words. And maybe you do want to make an ebook, you want to sell an ebook, and that's what I'm going to teach you guys how to do this morning, but you're just not too sure what to put in it. What if I told you chat will write the entire ebook for you from beginning to end in under 30 seconds? Ladies, it has never been easier than today to build your online business from scratch because that's going to do it for you. So there's no excuses. Ain't no excuse, okay? So I gave you Canva and I gave you chat. Now we're gonna put it together and write it. If you're ready for prompt number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you are not, you are doing yourself a disservice because I know you're gonna forget how we executed. We don't even know what we're doing. Let's do an affirmation while I wait for some 1s. Ooh, I celebrate both my small and big achievements. Thank you, Cheerio. I celebrate both my small and my big achievements. Ladies, when was the last time you told yourself you were proud of yourself? When was the last time you told yourself, good job? Some of y'all don't even know. That's the problem. That's the problem. Ladies, the way you treat yourself is how you show up for yourself. If you don't tell yourself nice things, you don't believe nice things about yourself, which is why you continuously fall into the loop of start, stop, give up, frustrated, give up, I can't do it, this isn't for me, because you don't believe in yourself. You don't treat yourself nicely. You don't say nice things to yourself. We gotta fix that, starting today. I want you to tell yourself one thing at least one, bare minimum of one thing that you are proud of yourself for. Maybe you ate a salad yesterday. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. Maybe you went to the gym. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. Maybe you prioritized 8 hours of sleep and you were well rested. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. Maybe you set a boundary. Maybe you told somebody no. Oh. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. Okay? No more excuses. Amen, amen. No more. Okay, so you're going to open up chat. In this search, you're going to type this in, prompt number 1. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Good morning. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. Yes, gratitude is key. I can't make it up. It makes you feel so much better. I can't make this up. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. If you've got that, please put "got that" in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, is the opportunity to ask. Closed mouths do not get fed. Don't you dare wait 10 minutes later and be like, Jazz, can you repeat problem 1? No. No. Because you could have had it repeated now, but you chose not to ask, which is fine, but then that just lets me know you don't really care. And you don't have to, but then why should I? Clock it. If you don't care, why should I? Let me get a "got that" in the chat. Come on, let's do an affirmation. Let's go, ladies. Let me know you got that. We're gonna save that one for a little bit later. Ooh, it's okay to leave my comfort zone. It's okay to leave my comfort zone. Good morning, welcome. It is okay to leave my comfort zone. Ladies, there's no growth in the comfort zone. Hi, Sadidi. There is no grace in the comfort zone. There's no growth at all. So you're gonna have to leave. Not happy there anyways. So go ahead and leave. All right? There. All right, now before we move forward, you're gonna hit enter. Before we move forward, write this word down. This says consistent. Write it down, write it down. And after you write it down, I want you to underline it. And then I want you to circle it. Because in 2026, we're going to lock in on the true definition of this word. Because a lot of y'all are confused as hell. So let me go ahead and unconfuse you. See, some of y'all think consistent means if I have time, if I feel like it, if I don't have anything else better to do. No. That's not what consistent means. Consistent means more often than not. So, if there are 7 days in a week, consistent is 4 out of the 7. I need you to be working on the goals, the business, the weight loss, whatever it is you're trying to achieve, more often than not. Ladies, don't you go to work more often than not to get a consistent paycheck? Come on now. Yes. So why would business be any different? It is not. Your goals matter too. You must be consistent. That's the only way anything you're trying to do is good. You have to be consistent. You have to put yourself first. You have to prioritize yourself in your life. Because if you don't do that, you're never consistent. True or false? Now, let's make consistency easy. Because life is hard enough, right? Life is life and stress is stressing, and it is just hard sometimes to be consistent. So let's do ourselves a favor and make it easy. Ladies, it is so much easier to be consistent when you do things that you actually like to do, because now you look forward to doing it. And when you look forward to doing it, it doesn't feel like a job. And when things don't feel like a job, you're ready to get it done. You actually look forward to it throughout the day. I need you to go through the list that ChatGPT gave you and only choose ideas that you truly have a passion for. I want you to ask yourself, what is something that I would love to talk about all day. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. I want you to be so obsessed with that idea. So that's the idea for you. I want you to be so obsessed that you irritate your husband because you won't shut up about it. That's how you know that's the idea for you. Okay? Now, if it gives you 10 things and you don't like none of the things it gave, fine. Ask for 10 more. And keep asking until it gives you something that you want to use. Okay? I can't make stuff. Ladies, when you wake up every day doing what you love, you're excited, you have this energy about you. You have genuine happiness. I can't make this up. A lot of times, the reason why we're depressed, the reason why we're so upset with life is because you have nothing in your day that you look forward to. Let's just be real. You go to a job that you don't like, you got friends who treat you like crazy, you don't do anything for yourself. Who wouldn't be depressed? Who wouldn't be depressed? There's nothing wrong with you. It's depressing. So let's change it. Let's fix it. Let's do something that we love and get paid for it at the same time. Hello. Okay? Now, before we get into prompt number 2, write this down. This is critical. Critical. If you don't remember anything else I said this morning, I need you to remember this. Here we go. I'm lost. Are we supposed to do something with ChatGPT? Yes, we're putting in the prompts. We're putting in the prompts. Hold on. Before we get into prompt number 2, write this down. Money flows where energy goes. Money flows where energy goes. Write that down. Money flows where energy goes. If you are anything like how I used to be, you are giving all your energy away to everybody, even people who don't deserve it. You are an energy vending machine. You are giving all of your energy to your spouse, your boyfriend, your sneaky link. You are giving all of your energy to your kids and your family. You're giving all of your energy to your job, your career, your coworkers. You're giving all of your energy to your friends. You're giving all of your energy to celebrity drama. And by the time you sit down to work on something for you, you can't. Because you don't have any energy left. Because you gave it all away. And half the people that you gave this energy to, they don't reciprocate it. See, if people reciprocated back the energy that you give out, you wouldn't feel drained because it's reciprocity. They give, you take, you give, they take. It's equal. But half these people that we're talking about are just takers. They never give you anything back. And that's a problem. Now you feel drained, frustrated, overwhelmed, and ain't nothing getting done. Starting today, we're going to go ahead and pull that on in. I need you to start getting stingy with your energy. Ladies, you have to have feel-good energy to get stuff done. I need you to start telling people no. It does not make you a bad wife because you want to run your business. It does not make you a bad mother because you want to put yourself first for once. You never do. It does not make you a bad friend because you don't want to sit on the phone and talk to your friend about her problems. It makes you human. So, moving forward, you are going to start telling people no. It's grown-ass adults. I'm not telling you shouldn't put your kids first, but what I am telling you is you matter too. The answer is no. And no is a complete sentence. It does need to be explained. No, I cannot loan you no money. That is money that I could be using for my business. No, I cannot give you a ride. That is time I could be using for my business. No, I cannot sit on the phone and talk to you about your problems. Hell, I got my own. The answer is no. And let me tell you this. When you start giving out more no's than yeses, now you have more energy. Money is where energy goes. And now you have the energy to do what's important to you. Okay? All right? No. If you're ready for prompt number 2, put a 2 in the chat. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My Coach Jazz. We are building our online business, but most importantly, we're building ourselves. Lady, you hold yourself back. Let's just keep it real. You are getting in your own way. You constantly tell yourself what you can't do. You never tell yourself that you're good at anything. That's a problem. You never keep the promises that you make to yourself, and then you wonder why you don't have any confidence. The reason you don't have any confidence is because you never keep the promises you make to yourself. How many promises did you make to yourself last year that you didn't do? You've been on that weight loss journey for the past 10 years, ain't did it yet. You've been talking about this biz and this content for years, and you ain't did it yet. And then you wonder why you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in yourself because every single day you show yourself that you're not worth it. Because you never keep the promises that you make yourself. That has to stop. Today. Okay? Now, once you choose the digital product idea you're going to use in chat. This is prompt number 2. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Good morning, Misty. I'm glad you heard that. I'm glad you received it. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. Write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. If you've got that, go ahead and put got that in the chat. If you need for it to be repeated, the opportunity to ask. Closed mouths do not get fed. The key word of this live is execute. How can we do that if you don't execute? If you don't take notes, excuse me. We got to execute in order to get stuff done. Let's do an affirmation while I wait for that. Let's see. Ooh, I know that I have the power to make my dreams come true. I know that I have the power to make my dreams come true. Yes, give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. That was prompt number 1. Give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solves a problem. I know that I have the power to make my dreams come true. Amen, amen. I can't make this up. Manifestation is real when you actually execute. You can manifest a house all you want, but if your credit is jacked up and you don't start paying down them credit cards and you don't start paying them bills on time, the house come. Unless you're going to pay for it straight cash. Ain't no mortgage loan coming your way. And you already know that to be true. You don't manifest a house with no work. Some people are confused. They think that as long as they put it on their vision board, it's just going to happen. No. To my ladies who have gotten a degree, is it or is it not true that you actually had to put in the work for the degree? You didn't just manifest your way to a degree. It didn't just show up in your mailbox. No. You went to class, you did the work, you studied, and you got the degree. A paycheck does not just end up in your bank account. You have to put in work. You don't just manifest a paycheck. You got to clock in. You got to do the work. So why would your goals be different? Come on, ladies. Come on, come on. All right. Now, let's move forward. So give me 10 digital product ideas I can sell that solve a problem. Okay, now you're gonna hit enter. After prompt number 2, write me an ebook that helps people solve this problem. You're gonna hit enter. Now, this is what I mean by it has never been easier than today to build your online business because chat wrote the entire ebook for you. Now all you have to do is copy and paste. And don't act like you don't know how to copy and paste because you copy and paste reels in the group chats all day. You know how to copy and paste, okay? You will copy what chat gave you and paste it into Canva. So open the Canva app, in the search, type in ebooks, hit enter. It'll give you thousands of templates, pick your most favorite one. And they're all 1000% customizable. You can change colors, fonts, add pictures, do what you want, okay? Now, for my ladies who overthink, from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, write this down, KISS, K-S-S. This is an acronym and it stands for Keep It Simple, Silly. Keep it simple, silly. Stop overthinking. It's driving you crazy and it's not getting you anywhere. Just make sure that it is clean, simple, legible. That's all I'm asking for. Clean, simple, legible. Okay? Once you have finished copying and pasting and you love the way it looks, you will download it as a PDF file. PDF, okay? Once you download it as a PDF file, you will upload it to your hosting site. Y'all better be taking these notes because I'm giving y'all the tea. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, and Shopify. Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. These are some of the most popular hosting sites. Yes, there are more out there, but these are some of the most popular ones. One of these. It does not have to be all. Just choose one, okay? Stand Store, Etsy, Beacons, Gumroad, Shopify. If you've got all of that so far, go ahead and got that in the chat. Let's go, let's go. And for those of y'all who are just tuning in, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz, and on this live, we are building our online business. Most importantly, we are building ourselves. We're gonna build the confidence. We're gonna build the discipline. That means we're gonna go off of the plan and not the mood. We're gonna build our consistency. We're gonna build self-belief. We're gonna build self-respect, self-worth, self-love. So not only do you start, but you actually follow through this time. Okay? All right. Very good, P-I-M. Very good. Now, let's move forward. Ladies, the beauty of having a coach and having a mentor is they can teach you things to do and not to, all from their own personal experiences, okay? I've been doing this for 6 years. Started during COVID. Been full-time with it for 6 years too, okay? Now, I've made a lot of money on these apps from my cell phone, a laptop, and some Wi-Fi. But I've also made a lot of mistakes. Oh yeah, I got mistakes for days, for years. One of the biggest lessons that I learned in entrepreneurship, and this is also life advice too, ladies, we got to get a handle on our finances. See, the version of you who loves herself, she respects herself, she puts herself first without feeling guilty, she has boundaries for life, she prioritizes herself, she works on her business and she's consistent. That version of you, she also knows how to manage her damn money. She knows how to put herself on a budget and stick to it. She knows how much money is coming into her household and how much is being spent. She knows how to save. Ladies, I promise you this. The problems that you have do not just fix themselves. They actually get worse until you decide to fix it. I never used to understand how somebody could make so much money, be so broke, until I lived it. See, when I was working my 9 to 5, I thought the reason why I was so broke and living paycheck to paycheck was because I just didn't make enough money. And so then once I started my business and I started making more money, I thought I wouldn't be paycheck to paycheck anymore. But no, it actually got worse because I just had more money to spend. And month after month, my account was overdrawn, no matter how much money I made. And I continued to have that problem until I decided to fix it. Ladies, we gotta fix it. I need you to put yourself on a budget. I need you to calculate how much money is coming in versus what is coming out, and I need you to stick to it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because the reason why I'm telling you all of this is you're entering businessship, entrepreneurship. I'm not gonna tell you no tales. Stuff costs money. Newsflash, ain't nothing on this planet free, and you know that. So do not act brand new. And don't sit here and say, well, Jazz, I can't afford nothing. That's not true. Because you are at Chipotle every day. Spending $25 on a bowl because you have to get extra chicken and queso. You are at Chick-fil-A. You are on TikTok Shop. You are shopping at Temu and Shein. And you are always ordering from Amazon. Don't do it. Don't do it. These hosting sites have fees. Welcome to the real world. There are some fees involved. Now, I use Stand Store. I love Stand. Stand is great. But Stand is very expensive. Stand Store is $99 a month. That is very high if your business is not making that. So, If you are brand new to all of this, which is fine because everybody had a day one, and you're not making sales yet, then I want you on Gumroad, Gumroad, because Gumroad only charges you a percentage when you make a sale. They charge you 10% for every sale. So until you make money, you do not have to spend it. Now, what I know about you is this: you're gonna make money. How do I know that? Because you're taking notes, you're asking questions, and you told me you were gonna execute. That's what you said. So when you do start making money, then transfer everything over to StanStore later, because StanStore has a lot of features that will help you expand your business, like Afterpay and Klarna. Ladies, let me tell you what's going on in the world of finance today. Buy now, pay later is taken over. Afterpay, Klarna, Sezzle, they got Affirm, QuadPay. There's so many these days. It's taking over. People are using buy now, pay later than they are credit cards. And no, it is just for people. Nope, get that out your head, because six-figure earners are also using it now too. So, I want you to understand that if you have a buy now, pay later option on it, you will make more. But for now, you will just start with what you have. You will start on Gumroad. You will build your business, start making your sales, and then you will transfer everything over to StanStore later. Okay? So what we just did was we took Canva and we took ChatGPT, we put it together, and we wrote the ebook. Now we have to sell it. And I'm going to be honest, sales is 80% of the business. That's more than half. So we got to get this right, or there ain't going to be no damn business. But before we get into sales, I need to make something crystal clear to you. That process of copying and pasting and writing that ebook, that should not take you longer than 2 hours. Honestly, it shouldn't take you longer than 1, but I will give you some grace and I will give you 2. And on this live, I don't care how old you are. Age ain't nothing but a year. Because what you're not about to do is say it takes longer than 2 hours to copy in some words. No, it does not. If it is taking you longer than 2 hours, we have a serious problem. One problem that you might be experiencing, and I used to experience this too, this is how I know. You're a perfectionist, right? Everything about you just must be perfect or it's right. You're the woman who's gonna waste 6 months of her life that she'll never get back just to overthink and overanalyze and second guess her greatness. Then, when you do decide to get started, you're going to take things out, put things back, you're going to overthink, have OCD, get frustrated, irritated, and annoyed, and give up on it yet again. Then you're going to let 3 more months go by, doing absolutely nothing, but wasting time because you just have to be so damn perfect. And then when you do decide to get started yet again, this time you're going to go ask 20 people what they think you should do with your business. And the crazy thing is, these people that you're asking, they don't even run a damn business. And these aren't even people you would trade lives with. But for some reason, you care so much about what people think. And then when they give you their opinion, you listen. And you care. Next thing you know, a whole year has gone by. And you ain't did shit but waste your damn time. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, you poor thing. Listen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But sometimes that's just what I do best. She said, and they never give you grace with their presence once upon open a business. Exactly. These aren't even people who even need to be around you. They're not adding nothing to your life. Let me hold your hand when I tell you this. You are not perfect. At all. But that's okay. I'm not perfect either. At all. Matter of fact, nobody is perfect at all. We are all perfectly imperfect. What these people really are what you really are is scary. You're living in fear. And what do we say? In this life, fear stands for fuck everything and run. And that's what you're doing. You are running away from your $1 million ideas. You are running away from your brilliant ideas because you're so fearful of putting yourself out there, trying something new and failing. You are so fearful of looking stupid. You are so fearful of people laughing at you. And year after year, you let fear steal your dream life from you. You already know what you want out of it. You already know. You did the vision board. You talked about it to everybody. But you let fear steal it from you. And if you want to dig even deeper as to hold on to fear and we make excuses and procrastinate and talk about what we can't do, if you want to dig even deeper into that, it's because we are self-sabotaging. This is all self-sabotage. You are doing this to yourself. It is you versus you. That's why I keep saying you are getting in your own way. This is not family sabotage. This is not coworker sabotage. No, this is you. This is you. You're doing this to yourself. And the reason why we self-sabotage is because our fragile little egos cannot handle feeling disappointed. You can't stand that feeling of disappointment. So you try to protect yourself from feeling disappointed by self-sabotaging. You can't handle being disappointed in yourself if you try something new and it fails. So you protect yourself from that feeling by telling yourself what you can't do, what you're not good at, what's not gonna work, making excuses, talking about what you'll do later. It's really just you self-sabotaging, trying to protect your little ego. But I'm confused. Because you already said that you hated your job. You said you were tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You said you were tired of always giving up on yourself and never following through. That's what you said. You said you were tired of not having boundaries. You were tired of people walking all over you. You were tired of not putting yourself first. Every day that you live like that, you are still living in disappointment because there's still things in your life that you are not 1000% happy with. Ladies, on this line, I am trying to help you fix it. But in order to fix it, we have to change it. We have to change ourselves. How can we bring more money into the house and stop living paycheck to paycheck if there's no products in your business? How can customers buy your stuff if there's no stuff? They can't. So you have to launch. How can we build confidence in ourselves and stick to the promises that we make to ourselves if we keep giving up on ourselves? We can't. So you're gonna have to stop that, which means you're gonna have to do what you told yourself you were gonna do, which is start the damn business, which is launch the product. How can we set standards for our life and have boundaries if we don't even respect things that we said we're gonna do for ourselves? You don't even have any boundaries for yourself. And then you're wondering why you're struggling with having boundaries for other people. You don't even have them with yourself. So you gotta fix that, which means you're gonna set a goal and you're gonna stick to it. So you have to launch. And what I need you to understand and understand is the more you keep going, the more content you put out, the more products you sell, the better it will get. But it will never be perfect. So let it go. It will never be perfect. Every time you keep going, you learn more, you can do better, and the things get better. Your business is no different. All of your favorite businesses that you spend your hard-earned money with today have gotten better along the way. Look at Netflix. They did not always have a fancy app. They were not doing comedy specials with Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart either. And no, they did not have pay-per-view WWE. And they damn sure didn't have their own original series winning Emmys and Oscars. Years ago, before COVID, you used to have to go on their website, Netflix.com. You had to make a list of the movies you wanted to see. And these were not their originals. These were movies that were once in theaters. They would mail you a DVD off of the list. You could watch it as many times as you wanted. Yeah, and then you had to send it back when you were ready for the next movie. They didn't wait to have all the funding to afford a fancy app. They didn't wait for the best technology. They launched with what they had. And every day, as they grew their business, it got better along the way. And now they're doing what you know them to be doing today. So I don't know why you think you are above the messy middle, but you're gonna have to reel that ego on in some. Because if Netflix had to do it, if Amazon had to do it, you're gonna have to do it too. Okay. Another reason why it might be taking you longer than 2 hours to copy and paste some words is because you are distracted as fuck. I already know, and I have accepted the fact that I'm not the coach for everybody. And I'm okay with that. Because believe it or not everybody wants to hear the truth. A lot of people love to be lied to. They lie to themselves. Because when you tell someone the truth, now they have no choice but to accept it. See, when you get off work, you could work on the business, reaching your goals, sticking to the promises that you make to yourself, but you'd rather not. You would rather sit on the phone and gossip with your friends about celebrities and their drama. When you do have time off from work, like weekends, you could work on your business and reaching your goals and keeping the promises that you made yourself so you can have some confidence for once, but no, you'd rather not. You would rather sit on the couch and binge watch Netflix and Hulu for hours. Late at night when your children are asleep, you could work on the business, reaching your goals, keeping the promises you make to yourself, but you would rather scroll on social media all night, laughing and kikiing at funny videos, sharing them back and forth in the group chats. And the reason why we distract ourselves so much is because you're trying to escape. That's what this is. This is all escapism. And the reason why you're trying to escape is because there's things about your life that you are not 1000% happy with. And instead of you being a grown woman and fixing it, you'd rather run from it. But let's take a new path. Because it's 2026, it says it's a new year, right? And what you're doing obviously hasn't been working because you're here on this live. Because you wouldn't have anything to fix because you would be genuinely happy. So you wouldn't be here. Okay. Instead of trying to escape a life that we are not 1000% happy with, how about we just build a life that we never feel the need to escape from? So this is what I need you to start doing today, not tomorrow, not on Monday. Let's start today. Today, you are going to turn the TV off Put the phone on do not disturb. Tell your friends you will talk to them later. You are building your dream life. You are going to sit down at home. No, you don't need to be at Starbucks. We can get distracted there. You're going to start the ebook and you're going to finish it. Not start, stop, come back next week because we already know how you do. You're not coming back. You never did. You're going to start it and you're going to finish it. 2 hours is all you need. If we are crystal clear on all of those instructions, go ahead and put clear in the chat because respectfully, there is no point in talking about sales if you don't have to sell. And if you are new here, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz. We are building our online business. So we already made our ebook. Now we're about to sell it. Let's do an affirmation. I have a positive impact on the world. I have a positive impact on the world. Thank you, Cheerio. Thank you, I am. Ladies, you would be surprised at how many people you can help all because you decide to post your videos. I can't make this up. The world is a big place. And there are so many people who need you. There are so many people that you could be helping right now. But instead of you helping them, you would rather live in fear and overthink and think you're not good enough. We got to fix that. Because that's not true. Okay? All right. So I told you guys a few minutes ago, sales is 80% of the business. That is more than half. So we have to get this right or there won't be a business. But I'm going to be honest, sales is where most people fail. Most people fail here at sales. And before you run away and let fear take over and say, oh my God, it's because sales is so hard. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's easy. But people's mindset and the things that they think in regards to sales is what makes sales so hard for them. So in order to sell something, we have to fix our thought process on sales. See, some of you guys believe that selling is begging. Or what if I talk about my product too much and people unfollow me? What if people think I'm being annoying? Okay, let's fix all that. First of all, ladies, selling is not begging. Selling is solving. That's it. You have a problem, you have a solution. You are not begging anyone for anything. So get that out your head. Let it go. Number 2, you don't have a choice but to remind people consistently about your products and services and how you can help them because people will forget. Ladies, everybody is living their own life. They got problems. They're being bombarded with content from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. I promise you, people will forget. You have to remind them over and over and over again so they start to remember. Why do you think I keep telling you to take notes on this live? Because I already know you're human and you're going to forget 95% of what I said. Am I lying? Why do you think I keep telling you guys the key word of this execution? You have heard me say that word about 50 times so far. Why do I keep repeating myself? Because I need it to stick in your pretty head so you do not forget. You have to execute. You have to consistently remind people over and over and over again that you exist. That's the only way they're going to remember. And all of your favorite businesses that you spend your hard-earned money with remind you all damn day, every day, that they exist. Look at Amazon. We all know who they are, okay? Everybody has gotten the memo. Amazon. And most of us are Prime members, meaning we pay a monthly subscription to benefit 2-day, 1-day, and same-day shipping. And even though they are already getting most of our money, let's just be real, they still remind you all day, every day that they exist. How? Those Amazon trucks. You can't even go 2 miles down the street without seeing one. They could have left those trucks blank, white. They didn't have to make them blue and put their logo on it, but they did it for a reason. Why? So that every time you see one of their trucks, your brain remembers Amazon. You can't even go into a neighborhood or go into a mailroom or go into an office without seeing Amazon back boxes, packages all over the place. They could have left the cardboard boxes blank. They didn't have to put their logo on the packing tape, but they did it for a reason. Why? So that every time you see one of their packages, which is every day, let's not even lie, you see one floating around somewhere, your brain thinks Amazon. Do you think Amazon is worried about you unsubscribing from Prime because they're being annoying and you think that they're begging you for money? Please. No. Because they know they have a solution to your problem. You're lazy and you want convenience too, so they got you covered. They know you're not going anywhere because they know that you want that 2-day, 1-day, and same-day shipping, and that subscription will be coming out. For those of you guys who have seen my face before, maybe I'm not a new face to you. I've been on the internet for 6 years. You might have found me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Threads. I'm all over the place. How is it that I'm able to consistently talk about Glow Up Academy and how I can help people without worrying about being annoying? Or people unfollowing me because I'm talking about my product too much? Or people thinking I'm begging them for money? How am I able to do that? Because I know I have a solution to people's problems. Women want to learn how to build their online business and monetize their content. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. Women want to learn how to become disciplined and accountable and actually follow through with the things that they say they're going to do for themselves. I teach them that all inside of Glow Up Academy. People want to learn how to become their highest version. They want to set boundaries. They want to learn how to love themselves and put themselves first and not feel guilty about it. I teach them that all inside Glow Up Academy. If people unfollow me because I'm being annoying or talking about too much, I don't give a damn. They can go. They weren't ready to glow up, and that's okay. They'll come back when they're ready. And because I have that energy about my products and services, I sell, and I sell a lot. Because Amazon has that energy with their products and services, they sell, and they sell a lot. And if you want to sell a lot too, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have the same energy about your products and services too. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because if you do not, people will forget. They will forget. Now let's talk about sales. If you're ready for sales tip number 1, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's do an affirmation. Good morning, good morning. My name is Coach Jazz. For those of you guys who are just tuning in, make sure you guys like, comment, and share the live. The more we interact, the more this live will get pushed to more people. My self-worth grows every time I show love to myself. My self-worth grows every time I show love to myself. Do you show love to yourself? No? Well, Jazz, how do I show love to myself? Start doing things that show that you care about yourself. Like, can we prioritize 8 hours of sleep tonight? Can we set a bedtime so that we can get 8 hours and be well rested tomorrow and not groggy and irritated? Can we get our steps in today? Can we get at least 5K steps today? Can we eat something healthy with fruits and vegetables today? Can we stop drinking so much soda? Can we drink our water? Can we stick to the promise that we made to ourselves? You said you wanted a business, so can we start it? I think we're done with the talking phase. I think it's step into the doing phase. When we do those things, we show ourselves that we believe that we are worthy. Actions speak louder than words, ladies. That always applies to a man. We're quick to say, if he wanted to, he would. Why don't we have that same energy with ourselves? If you wanted to, you would, right? How about talk is cheap? So instead of saying that we care about ourselves, let's show it to ourselves that we care about ourselves. Let's do it in our actions and how we treat ourselves. Okay? Okay. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room real quick, which is your failing. Some of y'all are so terrified of the word failing. It has you in a chokehold, and you are terrified of even starting the business because you're so afraid to fail. But the crazy thing is, a lot of you guys are confused on what failing even means. So let me go ahead and unconfuse you. Because some of y'all think failing means you launch your first ebook, and if you're not a millionaire in 30 days, then you failed. Some of y'all think that if you make your first YouTube video and you don't get 50,000 subscribers in 24 hours, then you failed. Some of y'all think that if you've been posting on TikTok for a week and you don't get 10,000 views on each video, then you failed. But that's not failing. See, failing only exists when you quit. When you throw in the towel and you say, you know what, Jazz? I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. I give up. Well, then that is when you have officially failed. But if every single day you just commit to getting a little bit better, doing something today that you didn't do yesterday. Maybe yesterday you made excuses. How about today you don't? Maybe yesterday you didn't move your body at all. How about today you do? Maybe yesterday you thought about making content. How about today you record a 30-second reel and tomorrow you hit post? As long as every single day we do something towards the goal, that is not failing because you're still showing up, you're still trying, you're still willing to learn. See, the problem is, I'm gonna be honest, this is the real issue. We're entitled. That's what all this is. Entitlement. See, people always want to call kids entitled. No, adults are very entitled too. And you have become so entitled that you don't even realize that you're entitled. Yes, you are. Because what you decided to do was pull a number out of thin air as to when you think something should happen. You have placed an imaginary timeline on a goal that you have. And if it doesn't happen in that time frame that you thought it should, then you failed. But my question is, where did that number come from? Who told you that in 24 hours you're going to make $1 million on the ebook? Who told you that? Where did you get that from? I'm just trying to figure this out. Because if you notice everything in your life that you consistently do, eventually you get the results that you want. For my ladies who have lost weight, I have lost 100 pounds. And you know this is true. Let me ask you, if you consistently eat less food and consistently move your body, don't you eventually the weight loss goal that you have for yourself? Yeah, you sure do. You sure do. For my ladies who have fixed their credit, maybe they wanted to buy a house, so they fixed their credit. Let me ask you this because you know this to be true. If you consistently pay your credit card bills down and you consistently pay your bills on time, don't you eventually get to the credit score that you wanted? Yeah, you sure do. You sure do. So why would your business be any different? I'm just curious. If you consistently show up, and you consistently talk about your product, you will eventually get to the dollar amount that you always wanted. I don't care how big or how small that number is. Eventually, you will get there. So, for those of you guys who are so afraid to fail, just don't quit. Because if you don't quit, then you fail. Now you have absolutely nothing to worry about. All right. All right. Sales tip number one. Good morning, Barbara. Very good. I'm so glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. All right. Sales number one. Make sure you guys are taking notes, please. And thank you. We're taking notes. Okay. All right. Sales tip number one. Content is king. And distribution is queen. Content is king and distribution is queen. Good morning, good morning. Let's go, let's go. Content is king, distribution is queen. Let's talk about it. Let's start with the first part. The content is king. Okay, so the content is just pictures, reels, stories. If you go live, YouTube long form videos, anything that you upload to any social media platform is content. You know, on Threads and Twitter, how you can type statuses like on Facebook, all of that is content. It's all content, okay? The way we're going to let people know about our products and services is through our content. Well, we already said that people will forget, so we have to consistently remind them. So content is king because we have to make sure we're posting consistently. And what did we say consistent meant? More often than not. So if there's 7 days in a week, then we need to be posting at least 4 out of the 7. But before you freak out and feel overwhelmed, maybe you're not posting at all. We also said we're going to lock in on just doing every single day to get us closer to our goals. So maybe right now you're not posting at all because you're camera shy. Fine. What I want you to start doing, starting today, is recording yourself at 30-second increments multiple times a day, just sitting in front of the camera and talking. Not to post, but just to get comfortable in front of the camera. You can do this multiple times a day. And don't sit here and say you ain't got time because you're on this live. And I'm typically on live for about 2.5 hours. So, you got time. Once you get comfortable being in front of the camera and talking to the camera and being yourself, then we're gonna go into posting one 30-second reel a week. Then once you get comfortable with that, we're gonna leave that comfort zone and go a step out. And we're gonna commit to posting 2 times a week. Once you're in that comfort zone, we're gonna step out. Now we're gonna up it to 3 times, 4 times, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're gonna crawl before we walk, we're gonna walk before we run. So never feel overwhelmed. Okay? Now, the distribution is queen part. Not only will you be posting consistently, I also need you guys to be building at least a bare minimum of 3 platforms. Bare minimum of 3. Well, why 3, Jazz? Because 1 is too close to none. Like that one income you have at that one job. Ladies, if they let you off tomorrow, what would you do? You'd be sitting there freaking out, trying to figure out how you're gonna pay your bills. If you put all your eggs in a TikTok basket and the US decides to ban it, like they tried, or like they did this time last year, what would you do? You would be sitting there freaking out, like all of the other TikTokers who only had a TikTok account. I always teach my students, we have to stay proactive so we're not reactive. In other words, we gotta stay ready so we never have to get ready, okay? And it is not hard to build 3, get out your head. The same exact video that you post on TikTok, you will throw it on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, whatever. It takes extra 5 minutes to do. I do it all day. I promise you it's not hard. Now, which platform you grow, that's your choice. You got a lot of options. I always suggest starting with the platform that you're always on. So if you're always on TikTok, start TikTok. Obviously, you like this app so damn much because you're always here. Okay? And then just choose 2 more. But if you didn't know, YouTube is the most watched platform. It is not TikTok. There are more people watching YouTube than cable TV. I always encourage my students to start their YouTube channel. If everybody in the world is on YouTube, you need to be on YouTube too. So start your channel. Okay? Now, before we get into step number 2, I want to talk to the woman on this app who's still living in fear, We already said fear on this live stands for fuck everything and run, and that's what she's about to do. She's packing her notes and she's about to swipe off. She's saying things to herself like, Jazz, this sounds amazing. I would love an online business, but this sounds like a lot. You're telling me to post consistently. You're telling me to make an ebook from scratch. I don't know, Jazz. I don't know. And honestly, I don't think I can, because this just sounds really hard. Okay. Well, before you run away, like you always do, just listen. First thing I want you to know is this. I can't convince you of anything. And I'm not going to try. I don't have the power to. So, if you want to believe that posting consistently is hard, then fine. Your feelings are valid. You're right. It's hard. If you want to believe that copying words that AI wrote for you and pasting it into a Canva pre-made template is hard, then fine. You're right. It's hard. But let me remind you, the life that you're currently living, that you're not happy with, is also hard. Crying every day because you are so unhappy with the direction that your life is going in is hard. Knowing that you're meant for more and not even living it, that's going to a job that overworks you and underpays you is hard. And you live like that every day. But that's what fear will do. That's fear. Fear will convince you that you can't do shit. And fear will steal your dream life from you year after year. And you let it. One thing that I've noticed that we tend to do a lot, and I used to be very guilty of this too, we never give ourselves credit where credit is due. When was the last time you told yourself you were proud of you? Some of y'all don't even know. That's a problem. That right there, lack of confidence, that is a problem. Because believe it or not, everybody's life gets hard as hell. And there were moments in your life that you did not think you would be able to overcome. You were literally begging God to help you through it. You didn't know how things were going to turn out, but they turned out just fine. Because you're still here today. It amazes me how we go through extremely dark times in our life, make it out, and then sit here and doubt our abilities to do this. Look at what you have already overcome. Some of y'all are damn near Superwoman with all the stuff that you have overcome in your life. And you still don't believe that you have the ability to record and upload a 20-second TikTok video. Really, ladies? Really? Look at everything you have overcome. And you are doubting your ability to copy and paste some words. Really, ladies? Really? This is what I'm talking about. This is a lack of confidence issue, and we have to fix it. Because if you do not, you will continue to allow fear to steal your dream life from you. You already have the vision board. You already put your dream house on there, your car. You already got everything on there. You know what you want. But you continuously let fear steal it from you. You know you want a business. You know you want freedom. You know you want purpose. And you let fear steal that from you every day. Look, I don't have to convince you of this because you can see this for yourself. There are people on these apps who are in worse off situations than you, still showing up, working on their business. There are women on these apps with more kids than you, and they're still showing up, working on their business. There are women on these apps who are always in the hospital because they're always sick, cancer, sickle cell. And despite everything that they're dealing with on a daily basis, they are still showing up, building their business. There are women on these apps who lost it all. They lost their job. They lost their house. And despite the weight of the world on their back right now, they are still showing up, building their business. Now let's be real. Some of y'all don't have half the problems. I might. I'm gonna give you some grace. Some of y'all don't. You got a complaint. You got some things that you want to fix. But for the most part, you know you're blessed. And you know you don't have half the problems, and you know it could be worse. And you still don't even believe that you can do this. That's a problem. That is the problem. Lack of confidence and continuing to let fear steal your dreams from you. We gotta fix it. Listen, my online business changed my whole life. I can't make this up. I started during COVID. I have been full-time for 6 years. I have made more money than I ever could have imagined from my cell phone, a laptop, and some damn Wi-Fi. I now have peace. I'm not stressing about bills anymore. I have purpose now. I get to do what I love every single day. I have freedom. I get to do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. I have confidence now. I believe in myself, and I love myself. But it was not always like this. No, not at all. No. Before COVID, before my business, I used to be miserable. I was 100 pounds overweight. I was depressed, insecure as hell, broke. I was an alcoholic. See, I had bought into the American dream bullshit that they sell everybody. But I bought in back in high school. They told me to go to college and a job with benefits and stability. I'll be able to make enough money to take a few trips a year, buy a nice, beautiful house. I'll be able to put into my 401k, put in extra so that when I get old and I can no longer work, I can live the rest of my years out with dignity. That's what they said. So I believed them. So I went off to school. My friend doing it, my mom told me to do it. I went off to college and got me a 4-year bachelor's degree. Cost me $40,000. Graduated, got my first full-time 6 months later. I was 23 years old. Okay, they offered me $60,000 a year. I thought I was about to be rich. That was more money than I ever made. I thought my American dream was really about to take place. I was so excited. So I decided to move out of my mom's house. I was sick of her rules. I was ready to be a grown woman and do grown woman things, so I got my own place. But I didn't stop there. I told you guys, I had really bad spending habits. We listen, we judge. Okay, I did what most Americans do. I went out and got me a car because I had to match my new life, right? See, I already had a car and it was paid off, title in hand. It got me from point A, B, C, D, E, and F. But it was old. No leather seats, no push to start, no tablet on the dash. I had to upgrade. I had to match my new life. So I decided to trade that car in, and I got a brand new Dodge Charger, top of the line. I was so in that car, you couldn't tell me shit. Cost me $450 a month. And with the expensive cars comes expensive car insurance and expensive gas. So by the time I paid all the bills for the month, your girl was broke. Just broke. I couldn't afford to take no damn vacations. I couldn't afford to put in extra money in my 401k. I couldn't even afford to get my nails done. I was broke. I had another problem. I had to start paying back them damn student loans. See, I was 23. I thought it was all fun and games. I didn't think that the government was serious about getting their money back because everybody has student loans, right? The government is not playing with you. They want their money back. See, they'll give you 6 months after you graduate to get. They're not going to call or send letters. They just want you to focus on getting a job. But best believe when that 6-month mark hits, they are sending letters to the house because they want to see your tax returns because they're going to tell you how much you can afford. And since they saw on paper I made $60,000, having dependents, no kids, they said I should be able to pay $400 a month. They didn't care how much my rent was. They didn't care about my car payment. $400 a month. That's the price. And it's not up for negotiations. $400. I thought they'd ask for like $50. $400. I had 11 student loan accounts that they lumped under one monthly payment of $400 a month. Every month that I did not pay those student loans, which was every month because I really couldn't afford it, I got 11 missed payments on my credit. In the course of 1 year, I racked up 121 missed payments. My credit dropped 520. So my American dreams of having a nice, beautiful house, not with that credit score. That was out the cards for me. Not until I fixed that. So I'm broke, and I have really bad credit. I have one last problem. I hated my job. Nowhere in the American dream did they tell me you're going to be miserable at your job. I'm not going to lie. I grew up very sheltered. Okay, I didn't know too much in my early 20s. So I took people for face value. I thought everybody was all nice and kind, and what they said is how they really felt. No. See, in the interview, my supervisor told me that everybody was just one big old work family. They all got along and they all loved each other. And I believed that. So I walked into the department thinking that to be true. I learned that in corporate America, people are fake as fuck. They'll smile in your face. They'll sit with you in the break room. They'll kiki and caca. But they can't stand you. They'll do Thanksgiving potlucks in the break room. They'll do secret Santas so everyone comes together and we'll all buy gifts and pass them around. They can't stand you. They'll even hang out with you off the clock. So they're not even getting paid to be around you. But they'll invite you to happy hour. They'll text you and ask you how your week is going off the clock. But they can't stand you. They'll even invite you to big moments in their life, like their weddings and their baby showers, but they don't like you. And best believe, When you and your work friend are both up for a promotion, everything that you said to her in confidence is now in your man email, and you are the most hated person in the department. I was miserable. My work sister, that's what she called me. I didn't use that word. She called me her work sister. Everything that I said in our conversations, text message, threads, everything, she sent to my supervisor because we were both trying to get promoted. I was 23, she was 31. She told me I was the little sister she never had. And I believed it. Walked right into that trap. I was miserable. I must have put in hundreds, if not thousands, of applications trying to get out. I couldn't even get interviewed. Nobody was calling me back. And just so you know, I worked with all women. And I was the youngest one there. So I'm broke, I have really bad credit, and I hate my freaking job. For the first time in my life, at 23 years old, I felt trapped. If you've never experienced what it feels like to feel trapped, consider yourself blessed. You are truly blessed, because I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. But let me give you some context. See, trap feels like no matter what you do, life's not gonna get no better. That's how trap feels. You can try to be optimistic, have a positive mindset all you want, but it feels like nothing but negative ass shit from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. That's how trap feels. You could try to work overtime or get a part-time job to catch up on some bills to save a little bit of money so you can breathe again. But just when you start to have a little bit of money, something always comes and slaps you in the face. Now your car won't start. Now you got to pay out money for that. It's always something. You could try to pray to God, but it feels like He's not listening, because it feels like He's ignoring you, because it feels like He's not fixing the problems that you have. Life begins to feel like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. And I lived like that for 6 years. You know, I used to pull up at that job. I would sit in my car and cry before I even clocked in. I used to bring my job home with me. You know what that means? So you've clocked out, okay? You are at home. You're not even getting paid to think about them. But these people have consumed your brain. They have stolen your peace. So you can't even sit and enjoy the time that you have with your spouse because telling him about all the toxic ass shit that they're doing at work. You can't even escape these people. I used to cry before I went to bed. I couldn't even sleep. I started to have anxiety in my stomach. I never had anxiety growing up. Now I got butterflies in my stomach that I can't seem to shake. And to cope with all this depression, all this anxiety and this misery, I started drinking. First it was just a few drinks a week, just to calm my nerves so I could sleep. It quickly spiraled out of control. I became an alcoholic. And the only reason why I'm even telling you this is because if my story resonates with you, then you are already doing something hard. Crying every day because you're so miserable right now. That is hard. Going to a job that drains your spirit is hard. And listen, the reason why I was so depressed back then was because I had nothing in my life to look forward to. I didn't have any hobbies, I didn't have any interests. My life felt like it was like on repeat. Get up, go to work, be miserable, come home, cry, drink, sleep, repeat. Week after week, month after month, and year after year. who wouldn't be depressed. That is depressing shit. I used to think there was something wrong with me. Nothing was wrong with me. Nothing is wrong. Anyone would be depressed. Anyone. Because that is depressing. But now, I get to wake up every day doing what I love. The beauty of an online business in 2026 and beyond is because you can literally monetize anything. I don't care how stupid you think your idea is. I don't care how far-fetched it sounds to some. You can monetize it. You see people on these apps for yourself doing the dumbest things. How many times do you scroll on your For You page and you're sitting there scratching your head trying to figure out how the hell are they getting paid for this? But they are. They are. The only difference between them and you and me and you, they actually try. And they let go of fear. Some of y'all aren't even willing to try. You're counting yourself out before you even counted yourself in. And I want to say one more thing before we move forward, because I need to make sure you hear me loud and clear. I hope you realize that if you work 8 hours or more, you spend more time at work with people that you don't even like than you do with your own family who loves you. Yes, you do. I literally worked 9 to 5, okay? So what should have only been a 20-minute drive is an hour because I'm stuck in rush hour traffic. So an hour to work, an hour back, that's 2 hours in the car, plus 8 hours plus the 1 hour lunch break, that's 11 hours out of my day gone. By the time you get home, you are drained, you are exhausted, you are defeated. You only get a few hours to spend with your spouse or your kids before you have to put everyone to bed. And let's be real, your loved ones don't even get the best version of you. They don't even get the version that's happy. They don't even get the version that's excited. They don't even get the real you because you gave it to your job. Put everyone to bed just to repeat everything the next day. Just to look forward to the weekend. But respectfully, what the hell are you looking forward to? Because Friday, you still worked, okay? So they still got 8 hours out you. Saturday is the only get to do what you want. But Sunday, not so much, no, because you have to prepare for the work week. So you gotta cook, you gotta clean, you gotta do laundry, you have to go to the grocery store, and you have to mentally prepare yourself for the bullshit sitting on your desk for Monday. Ladies, that is not living. That's surviving. Life is meant to be lived, not survived. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, but I know this. The God I serve, He loves me. He really loves me. And since He loves me so much, why would He create me to be miserable and hating my life and drinking to cope? Why would He want me to think that there's nothing special about me? Why would He want me to think that? He doesn't. For the longest time, I felt like He had skipped me. Everyone else was getting blessings, and I'm just sitting here confused. Well, where's mine? Why am I not doing anything? What's wrong with me? He didn't skip me. He made me for a very special reason. And He allowed me the opportunity to find it and to monetize it. He made you for a very special reason too. Your life is worth more than bills. Your life is worth more than slaving away at a job to make someone else rich while you're counting pennies trying to make ends meet at your house. There is something extremely special about you too. He did not skip you. But sometimes, a lot of times, life has a tendency to life. Somewhere on your journey of life, you lost your light. It got dim. It got dark. Maybe it was a toxic relationship, toxic family, toxic friends, toxic job. Something happened. And whatever that was, it stole your light. And now here you are today, thinking that you're not worthy of happiness, thinking that you're not worthy of success, thinking that you're not worthy of wealth. Well, I'm here to tell you this. Yes, you are. You are worthy of all things. But in order to get the things that you want, you are going to have to let go of fear, because it continuously steals your dream life from you. The version of you that's confident, who loves herself, is into herself, who follows through with the promises that she makes, who's running her business and not caring what people think, that version of you, she's already within you. She's already within you, but she's buried under the fear. She's buried under the procrastination and the excuses and the limiting beliefs. And until those things go, you will never become that version. So stop letting fear steal your dream life from you. You can do this. If God gave you the idea, that's because you can. Why would He give you an idea that you couldn't do? I don't know what God you're serving, but my God don't do that. He would never plant a seed in an environment that couldn't harvest it. He gave you 50,000 ideas last year. He didn't even try one. Stop letting fear steal your life. You can do this, ladies. Yes, you can. All right? Okay. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. No, fear does not live here no more. We're getting rid of it. No more. All right? Sales tip number 2. Good morning for those of y'all who are tuning in. My name is Coach Jazz. We are building our online business and we're talking about sales, okay? Sales tip number 2, make sure you guys are taking notes because we got to execute. So we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to do it, okay? So make sure you write the stuff down. People only buy from people that they like, that they know, and that they trust. Okay? People only buy from people that they like and trust. Good morning. You said I remember those days. Yes, them 9 to 5s ain't playing. People only buy from people that they like, know, and trust. If they don't like you, not gonna buy. If they don't know you, not gonna buy. And if they don't trust you, they will not buy. So how do we get people to like us? In your content. All right, remember we said content is just whatever you post on social. So videos, pictures, reels, going live, YouTube, long videos, whatever, all that's content. We're gonna get people to like us through the content that we post, okay? Understand that the community we build, the subscribers, the followers, the viewers, the commenters, all of those people, they're becoming a part of our community, okay? We're building a community with those people. And the community that we build, those are the people who are going to buy our digital products from us. In your content, I need you to be relatable and I need you to be authentic. In other words, I need you to be yourself. A lot of you guys do yourself a disservice because you're trying to make perfect content. But nobody can relate to that because they're not perfect. So how can someone connect with you and like you if you're trying to present yourself as something that you're not? It's not going to work. You have to be yourself. Now, if you're anything like how I used to be, you might be struggling with being relatable and authentic because you don't know who you are yet. Because you've spent so much of your life trying to be who you thought other people wanted you to be. People pleasing. If that is something that you struggle with, that means you spend entirely way too much time with other people. I need you to start spending more time by yourself so you can learn who you are. So start doing things by yourself. Start going on walks by yourself. Start sitting in silence. Start taking yourself out on dates. I need you to learn who you are so that you can be relatable and so that you can be authentic. Now, some of y'all camera shy. You're just like, Jazz, I know who I am, just shy on camera. Okay, cool. If that's something that you are struggling with, I told you, I want you to just be in front of the camera recording yourself, not to post, but just recording yourself to get in front of the camera and be comfortable so that you can be yourself more easily and more naturally because now you're comfortable in front of the camera, all right? What I want you guys to understand is you will be surprised at how many people you can help with the problems that they have because you posted and you think it. I promise you, people will like you. There are 8 billion people in this world, ladies. Someone bound to like you, okay? And I used to be fearful of that too. When you post your content, it goes everywhere. And I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm just telling you this so you can realize how silly you sound when you say things like people won't like you. Good morning, because they will like you, okay? I have students inside of Glow Up Academy from all over the world. I'm in the US. I have women inside Glow Up Academy, the UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, Australia, France. I have not been to any of those countries yet. It's on my list, okay? But I was able to help women all over the world, all because I decided to be myself and post. So please stop depriving people of the message that they need. What if I let fear take over this morning and I didn't go live? I wouldn't have been here listening to this. I wouldn't have been able to help you. So please understand that's what you're doing to other people. So just post the content. Please just post the video, okay? We said people only buy people that they like, know, and trust. How do we get people to know us? She said, I posted my first video with my whole page yesterday. Amen, amen. Let's go, let's go. Period. Period with a T at the end, all right? How do we get people to know us? All right, you guys, I need you to go live. Going live is the best way to build your community, okay? Is it the only way? No, but it's the best way. How? Because it lets people get a sense of your energy and your vibe. It lets people connect with you and engage, and it lets you promote your products. Now, some of y'all hard-headed, and you're gonna say, that's great, Jazz, but I don't go live. I'm gonna say, fine, don't. I'm not here to convince you to do anything you don't wanna do. But you see for yourself, especially TikTok, people are on live all day, all night, selling, just selling out. You see it. It amazes me how many people will bust their ass at their job just to make someone else rich. But they absolutely refuse to bust their ass in their own world, their own life, to build wealth for themselves. I promise you this. If you go live consistently, you will make more on live than you ever made at that job. I can't make this up. Now, some of y'all are like, well, Jazz, I would go live. I'm not against it. I'm just live shy. Okay. Let me talk to my live shy girlies. This is also shyness in general, okay? The only reason why you're shy is just because you don't have enough experience doing it. It's just lack of experience, okay? It doesn't mean you suck at life. It doesn't mean this isn't meant for you. You just don't have enough experience doing it. We have been on this live for 106 minutes. If you're still here, that's because you trust what I'm saying to be true. Otherwise, you would have left. So, I need you to trust this. If you go live consistently, I promise you, you will get to a point where you are no longer live shy. Ladies, everything that you do over and over and over again, you get better at. Everything. You've proven that to be true in your own life. You did not always know how to walk. Now you walk just fine. How? Because you had to consistently do it. You didn't always know how to read and write, but you do that fine now. How? Because you had to consistently do it. You didn't always know how to drive, but you do that fine. How? Because you had to consistently do it. So just imagine if you consistently went live. Ooh, I wonder what would happen. I can't make this up. We said people only buy from people that they like and trust. Okay, cool. Well, how do we get people to trust us? Okay. There is a reason why I'm telling you to post consistently. Consistency builds trust. People have to see you consistently to buy from you. They have to trust you. I don't know if you know this or not, or if you're living under a rock somewhere, ladies, but people work extremely hard for their money. You work hard, I work hard, we're all out here working hard. And if you want someone to trust you with their hard-earned money, you're gonna have to be trustworthy, which means you have to be consistent. There's no way around it. Now, I wanna do an exercise with you guys. For those of you guys who do not have a product yet, sit this out, take your notes. For those of you guys who do have a product, but you're struggling to make the sales that you want, this is for you. First, what we have to do is remove the ego and the pride. Now, some of y'all can't do that because you think you know everything. And in your world, there's no room for growth. Well, I'm not gonna convince you otherwise. If you know it all, continue like that. For those of y'all who can remove the ego and the pride, and you recognize that there's always room for improvement and growth, I'm talking to you. We're gonna go to our profiles and we're gonna ask ourselves some questions. We have to be honest. Write this down. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. Don't you ever forget that. Now ask yourself, is it clear as day who you are, what you do, and how you can help people? I also need you to ask yourself this and be honest. If you were not you, would you buy from you? If you were not you, would you buy from you? If the answer to any of those questions is no, well, you should no longer be confused as to why people are not buying from you yet. There should be no more confusion, okay? And the reason why I say yet is because it can be fixed. Fix it. Just make it clear as to who you are, what you do, and how you can help people, so that when people go to your profile, they know what they're getting into, they know what they can expect from you. Anything that you want in life that does not give the results that you want, whether this is in business, in your personal life, doesn't matter. You have the power to fix it. But the problem is, you make the choice not to. I already know that I am not the coach, the mentor for everybody. Because believe it or not everybody wants to be told the truth. Some people prefer to be lied to so that they can stay in their comfort zone and not change. But I'm going to assume that if you're still watching this live, it's because you want change. So I'm about to tell you the truth about yourself. You have a choice. You can either keep doing what you've been doing, or you can change it. But a lot of you guys continue to keep doing what you've been doing every day. If you are live shy or camera shy, fix it. I already told you how. Just continuously go live, continuously be in front of the camera, and you won't be shy for long. But you choose not to, because some of y'all have already been on this live, so you already know what I'm going to say, but you still haven't done it because you choose not to. If you are struggling with lack of confidence, fix it. I already told you how. Keep the freaking promises that you made to yourself. If you told yourself you were going to start a business, then start it. If you told yourself you were going to post content, then post it. You told yourself you were going to lose weight, then lose it. Stop breaking the promises that you make to yourself. You make the choice not to. You choose to complain. You choose to vent. You choose to throw pity parties for yourself. You choose to talk about what you can't do and what's not going to work. You choose to make excuses and procrastinate and distract. That's choices that you make every single day. The problem is, a lot of times, we live in a trapped mindset. And you've been living in this trapped mindset for so long that you don't even realize that you're living in it. I used to live in a trapped mindset too. And I used to really believe that I was trapped at that 9 to 5. I was never trapped at that 9 to 5. I convinced myself that I was, but I wasn't. What I really was comfortable. I was in my comfort zone. Because I could have left. I could have moved back home. But if I moved back home, then I wouldn't have my own place. No. I like having my own place. I could have quit the job and just got some part-time jobs. But then I would have had to give up my Monday to Friday. I would have to work weekends. Oh no. I would have to work holidays. No. I could have let the bank come and repossess the car and just built my credit later. But then I'd have to give up my car. Not my charger. No, not my charger. Never trapped there. And instead of fixing it, I chose to throw pity parties for myself. I chose to complain. I chose to vent. I chose to make excuses. I chose to do all of the things except the one thing that would change my life, which was leave. I should have left years before I did. I chose to stay right there because that's what I was comfortable with. That's the truth. See, some of y'all think that you can't change things and fix it until you get more information. You just believe that if you just watch more YouTube videos, if you watch more lives, if you archive more reels, then you'll have all the information you need, and then eventually it'll be fixed. Girl, you are not lacking information. You have more information than you even know what to do with because you are on social media all day. You have already watched all the YouTube videos. You have archived about 5,000 posts, okay? You already know what to do. You are not lacking information. What you are lacking is implementation, meaning you don't execute shit, which is why I made the keyword of this live, execution, because you're not doing that. You are the woman who consistently talks about what she's going to do, but you never do it. You're a woman who makes excuse after excuse as to why things can't get done. You are the woman who would rather watch Netflix and Hulu than execute. That is you. And my question for you is, how much longer are you going to keep living like that? Because as you already know, it's not getting you anywhere. Because still things about your life that you are not 1,000% happy with. You are going to have to change in order to fix it. There are things about you that do not align with the version of yourself who's running a business, who's confident in herself, who knows how to put herself first and not feel guilty about it, who knows how to have boundaries, who knows how to not tolerate disrespect. That version of you is already within you, but she's buried under the fear and the excuses and the procrastination that you refuse to let go of. And you will not become that version of you You change because you are getting in your own way. Your lack of confidence, your lack of follow through, your lack of discipline, your lack of self-respect. You are going to have to change. You are holding yourself back. A lot of times, we are entitled. And you don't even realize how entitled you are. Everyone wants to say kids are entitled. No, adults are very entitled too. Because you have become entitled to time. And you have convinced yourself that you have all the time in the world. But my question for you is, who told you that? Where'd you get that from? How do you know you'll be here in 6 months? How do you know that you'll be here 5 years from now? How do you know that? Who told you that? You don't know that. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And instead of you living every day that you do have to the fullest, you waste it. You distract yourself. You throw pity parties. You make excuses. You avoid. You can see for yourself how fast time is moving. I don't have to convince you of this. Time is our most valuable asset. It is not money. You are confused if you think that. It is time. You can always make more money. You cannot get time back. That time that you have been wasting is gone forever. You are getting older, not younger, and you will never be this age again. Your time is precious, and you waste it. How many times a day do you look at the clock and say to yourself, wow, I cannot believe it is 8:50 in the morning. Wow, I cannot believe it is already Friday. Wow, I cannot believe next week is February 2026. Wow, I cannot believe I'm 35 years old, or however old you are in. If you're anything like me, you do that all day. So you already know how fast time is moving. And you still make the choice to waste it. That's got to change. That has got to change. And quickly. Time is of the essence. We cannot keep wasting our most valuable asset, which is our time. One of the toughest lessons that I had to learn on my own journey. This is tough, ladies. Brace yourself, because that ego about to be destroyed. Your life and the direction it's going in, whether it's going great or not so great, is a direct reflection of the choices you make. So for those of you guys struggling financially, your finances are a direct reflection of the choices that you make. Now, see, some of y'all's ego is going to try to defend you and say, no, Jazz, no, that's not true. I count how much money is coming in versus how much is going out, and I genuinely don't have enough. How is that my fault? Your finances are a direct reflection of the choices you make. I'm going to tell you why. Time been hard, ladies. This did not happen last night. Food prices, rent prices, gas prices have been on the rise for years. But every day you choose to do nothing about it. You could have launched that ebook 6 months ago. You would be making sales today. You could have started that YouTube channel 4 months ago. It could be monetized today. You could have started that TikTok account last month. You would be building your community today. And what did we say? Our community are the people who buy our products. But every day, you make the choice not to. You choose to scroll, you choose to vicariously through other people, you choose to complain and talk about what's not fair, you choose to throw pity parties for yourself and tell yourself what you can't do, you choose to distract, you choose to do all of the things except the one thing that would change your entire life, which is start. You still haven't started. And my question for you is, how much longer are we going to keep doing that? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. You have already done all that last year. It didn't get you anywhere. So why are we still continuing now? You are going to have to change. There are things about you that do not align with the version of yourself that you want to become. And until you change it, you will never become that version. And look, I am not perfect at all. Not even close. The version of me that y'all see today is a reflection of the changes that I made. I am nothing like who I used to be. A complete 180. I used to be 100 pounds overweight. My heaviest was 340. I'm 6'3". I was a very big girl. How did I do it? I ate less and I moved more. I had to change my relationship with food. I used to be full of excuses. One of the excuses I had for not being able to lose weight, I have thyroid problems. I really do have thyroid problems. But that wasn't why I was overweight. I was overweight because I was always overeating. Once I stopped doing that, the weight went away. I used to procrastinate. My mom said, why do today what I can put off till tomorrow? In other words, I'll just start later. But later never showed up. I used to allow people to disrespect me. I had no boundaries. I used to let people call me names. I used to let people holler at me. And I used to sit there and make excuses for it. Oh, they didn't mean it. They were having a bad day. I used to be my biggest bully to myself. I know a lot of y'all can relate to that. The things I used to say to myself was absolutely disgusting. I used to call myself stupid on an hourly basis. Let me ask you, what the hell was I going to be able to run a business if I keep calling myself stupid? I couldn't. That had to change. Ladies, the way you talk to yourself determines how you show up for yourself. If you talk to yourself like shit, you don't do nothing but shit. Your internal world reflects your external. If there's chaos going on here, I know for a fact you got chaos going on in your real life. I already know, and I don't have to know you. Because if you didn't have chaos going on here, you wouldn't even tolerate chaos. It doesn't align. I had to change that. You have to change that, and quickly. One of the biggest distractions that I with in my own journey was alcohol abuse. And I told you, I started that horrible habit when I had that toxic ass job. And you would have thought that once I quit the job, because I quit on a whim, you would have thought that the alcohol problem would have just fixed itself. No, your problems never fix themselves. They get worse until you fix it. You have to fix it. See, I quit my job during COVID. Okay, at least when I was at work, I couldn't be drunk for 8 hours because I had to work. Well, now I'm at home, everything is shut down. I have nothing but time to drink. So I took full advantage. See, I just quit my, okay, I was there for 6 years. I was about to turn 30 in a few months, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna tolerate this crap from them. I am done. I put in my 2-week notice, and I was out the door. I didn't have much money saved up. I had just bought a house. I had only been in that house for about 6 months before I quit. But I believe God told me, Jazz, the time is now to quit. I had begging him to tell me to quit, and he told me to quit. And the plan was I was going to live off of my stimulus for a few months. Okay, now I didn't have much. I don't have kids, so my stimulus was about $2,000. That's it. That wasn't getting me far because the mortgage was $1,900. But the plan was to kind of, make some payment arrangements, build my business. The business could take over from there. That was the plan. So I'm at home doing all the things that you probably do. Watching TikTok reels and videos, YouTube videos, trying to make it all make sense. Content creation, digital products, and monetizations. But it's not working. Nobody's watching my videos, and nobody's buying my stuff. And I'm getting pissed off. See, the worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. And I lied to myself and told myself that I was being productive when in fact I wasn't because I was drunk. I was not posting consistently. I was not going live. I'm not making money. And I'm getting mad. I'm stressed because I'm running out of money. You get mad at the algorithm, blaming the algorithm because it couldn't be Jasmine's fault. No. It's everyone else's fault. It is never Jasmine's fault. So it's YouTube's fault. Well, YouTube's not pushing my content. So how can I run a business if YouTube won't even show videos to people? It's Instagram's fault. It's Facebook's fault. It's always everyone else's fault but Jasmine's. It's God's fault. I'm pissed off at God because I'm like, God, quit. I'm running out of money. I already made an arrangement with the lights. If I can't pay the bill the day that they set, they're gonna cut the lights off. There's no more discussion. I already missed one mortgage payment. If I miss another, they're gonna start the process of putting on a house I haven't even been in for a whole year. I am stressed and I am pissed. I didn't want to admit to myself that I had a problem. I didn't want to say out loud that I'm an alcoholic. Who wants to say that? The shame, the guilt, the embarrassment. So I didn't. I just continued to lie to myself some more. I convinced myself that as long as I don't drink before 11 a.m., I'm not an alcoholic because see, alcoholics, they start their day with alcohol. So even though I drink all day, every day, as long as I don't start my day with liquor, then I don't have a problem, so there's nothing to discuss. What? Ladies, the worst lies, the lies you tell yourself. But you get to a point where you can't keep running from the truth. Eventually, God is going to make you listen to him. Because you're going to hit a wall. See, I believe God is within you. So I have God within me, you have within you. But I don't believe he's at the church. God is within you. So those ideas that you get, that's God talking to you. He's planting seeds. He's telling you stuff. That intuition, that gut feeling that you get, that is God trying to warn something. But the problem is, a lot of times, we don't want to talk to God. We say we do. It sounds good in conversation. It sounds good on paper. But actions always speak louder than words. Because if that's not true, if you truly wanted to listen to God, let me ask you, How many ideas did he give you last year that you didn't even try? If you truly wanted to listen to God, ask you this: how many times did you go against your gut just to find out later you were right the whole time? We never want to listen to God. But eventually, He gonna make you listen. I'll never forget. I was sitting on my bed, stressed out, crying. I was like, they're about to take my house. Like, I'm losing my house. Oh my God. And God said, Jess, what are you doing? What are you doing? You have been begging me for a business for years, which is true. I have been. He said, the opportunity is right in front of you, and you're wasting it. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep doing what you've been doing, which is a whole bunch of nothing? Or are you going to change? I decided to change. I decided to fix it. I had to stop drinking. I haven't had a drink in almost 5 years. I will never touch alcohol again. And since I decided to change, my whole life began to change. I started posting consistently. I was actually really being productive this time. My platform started growing. I started making sales. I started to feel good about myself for the first time in my entire life. I started to say nice things to myself, like, Jazz, you're amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're really smart, Jazz. Oh my God. I started to feel good. I started to have confidence. All because I decided to change. See, what I didn't realize back then, and what a lot of people don't realize, in order to get something, you have to give up something. Can't have both. In order to get something, you have to give up something. In order for me to get the business that I had been begging God for years, I had to give up excuses. I had to give up procrastination. I had to give up limiting beliefs. I had to give up fear. I had to give up distractions. I had to give up alcohol. But when I gave those things up, God opened the floodgates of heaven for me. He gave me everything I asked for and more. All because I decided to change. See, I had just asked God to help me make $60K a year to replace my job. And I even started negotiating that. I said, Lord, if you can help me make $45K, I will make it work. I'll cut the cable off. Just help me get out of this job, please. He gave me 6 figures. I asked God for 10K Instagram followers. I thought that was a lot. Shit, I don't even know 10 people. God gave me 111,000 Instagram followers. I asked God for 5K YouTube subs. He gave me 30,000 YouTube subscribers. I asked God for a little bit of confidence so I could stop crying all the time. I'm sorry for myself. God gave me a lot of confidence. There's nothing I don't think I can do. I love myself now. All because I decided to change. See, the woman I was back then didn't align with who I wanted to become. I wanted to be this version. The version of me who's confident, who loves herself, who follows through, keeps the promises she makes to herself, who's running her business unapologetically, who doesn't allow people to talk to her crazy, who feeds herself with nourishment and positivity. I always wanted to be that woman. But the woman I was back then didn't align. And I wasn't going to become this version until I changed that version. I had to change. See, God has our blessings for us. He designed you for them. And He's ready to give it to you. Way more than you could have even imagined. But the problem is, He also gives us free will. So in other words, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But He will not give you the blessings that you have been begging for until you become obedient, until you change. So if you want to drag your blessings out for 5 years, He'll let you. Want to drag it out for 20 years, He'll let you. Some people never get them because they didn't want to change. But once you change, He opens the floodgates of heaven for you. And maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe change is hard. Okay, maybe it is hard. But the life that you're currently living, it's hard. Crying every day because you're unhappy right now is hard. I've been there. I've done that. I know. Not even believing that you're worthy of happiness, success, and wealth is hard. I've been there. I've done that. I know. Going to a job that drains your spirit and beats you down is hard. I have been there. I have done that. I know. I've done both hards. But I will always choose this one because this hard comes with peace. This hard comes with purpose. This hard comes with freedom. This hard comes with confidence. This hard comes with income. Ladies, I've said this whole morning. You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever your idea is, you can do it. If you even thought about it, that's because you can. God does not give us ideas that we can't do. But in order to do it, you are going to have to change. You are going to have to stop living in fear. You are going to have to put yourself first for once and not bad about it. Because who you are right now does not align with who you can become. You're gonna have to change. For those of you guys who want to change, I want to help you. But I can only help people who want it. If you are 1000% happy with your life and the direction that it's going in, then fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. If you like it, I love it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if you're not 1000% happy with your life and the direction it's going in, and you want to change it, then I want to help you. Inside Glow Up Academy, I'm going to teach you how to build your online business from scratch. Anything that you want to do, we'll build together. If you want to monetize your platform, so you want to get paid for views on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, I'll teach you. All of my platforms are monetized. It's in there. If you want to sell a digital product like an ebook, maybe you want to do an e-course, a private community, fine, I'll teach you. It's in there. Everything. Maybe you want to go live on TikTok. Maybe you want a TikTok shop or you want to get commission for TikTok sales. Fine, I'll teach you all of it. It is in there. Everything that you need for your business is inside Glow Up Academy. But not only am I going to teach you how to build your business, I'm also going to teach you how to build yourself. Together, we will build your confidence. Together, we will build your consistency. Together, we will build your discipline. You can finally become the version of yourself that you've always wanted to become. A woman who actually follows through. Inside Glow Up Academy, we're going to build your business. But most importantly, we're going to build you. So you can stop always giving up on yourself. So you can stop talking to yourself like you ain't got no sense. So you can finally start something and finish it. Glow Up Academy is the space where we transform. Now, before I let you guys join Glow Up Academy, there's a couple of things. Number one, I only let 10 people in at a time. Why? Because believe it or not everybody has the same journey. Some people have a product, but no audience. Some people have an audience, no product. Some people have a million ideas. We got to lock in on one. Ladies, I told y'all earlier, money flows where energy goes. Sometimes you're working on 50 ideas, but nothing done because all your energy is going everywhere. We're going to choose your most favorite idea, and we're going to build that. And then once that one is flourishing, then we'll reach back into the pile and build another. Some of you guys have no clue what you want to do, and that's fine. We'll figure it out together. Some of you guys don't really want to start a business, maybe right now or maybe later down in life, but there are other goals that you have for yourself, and we'll reach those goals together. No matter what it is that you want to do, I can help you. I have just for myself, having more than 10 people join at one time overwhelms me because I want to make sure that I'm able to pour into you the way that you deserve. So that's why I cap it at 10, and I take the link down, and you cannot join again until I'm ready to accept more members. Something else too. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes because I only want to help people who want it. I can't force change upon people. People who truly want to change, they move. They may not know how, they know they want it. And that's where I come in because I can help you get it. So when we start the timer, ladies, just move. You're here, you're present, you're ready. So stop overthinking, just go. One last thing. Glow Up Academy is lifetime access. So once you're inside forever, okay? You will forever have access to our live coaching calls. You will forever have access to join us for our Sunday recess, which are our book clubs. You'll always have access to ask me questions that you have. Whatever it is, you will always have access. You will always have access to everything that's already in there and the stuff that I add every single month. You are in there forever, okay? Because Glow Up Academy is lifetime access, I sell it for $5.97. And women buy it for $5.97. 10 people joined yesterday at $5.97. But because you were on this line, because you took notes, you asked questions, and you promised me that you're going to execute, I am going to take the price down. And the price will stay down for 10 minutes. But once that 10-minute timer goes off, the price will go back up to $5.97. You can use Afterpay, you can use Klarna, so you can get the discount and still be inside forever. So once we get started, Just move. Stop overthinking. It's not getting you anywhere. Okay? For the next 10 minutes, Glow Up Academy will be $249 lifetime access. Before you leave off of my live, I need you to confirm to me that you received your email. Okay? Sometimes people misspell their email, the autocorrect gets them, and it inverts some letters. Please come back and say, yes, Jazz, I got everything, I am inside, or no, Jazz, I did not get it. If you did not get it, there was a spelling mistake in the email, but we will fix it right here, okay? So that's why I need to know that you got it and that you can see everything and that you are inside, okay? All right, before I set the timer, I'm going to show you guys how to join. YouTube, I'm gonna start with TikTok, and then I'll show YouTube. YouTube, your instructions are just a little bit different, so just hang tight for a few seconds. TikTok, in order for you guys to lock in, you're gonna click on my profile picture up at the top. Now this TikTok right here, me and you, that's my main account. This is my backup. So the profile looks different, but the links are still the same, okay? You're gonna click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. You're gonna click on this button right here that says open. And you're gonna click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy, lifetime access. Okay, 1 second. And then here we are, it is marked down. Become the woman who actually follows through. 249. Scroll down. Feel free to read some of my reviews, I don't mind. Enter your name and quadruple check your email address. This is important. Like I said, what you put in is where it's going. So please make sure you check that, because sometimes the autocorrect gets you, okay? You can use Afterpay or Klarna to break the payment up and still get on the discount. And then you'll hit this blue button here that says Start My Glow Up. Within 30 seconds, you should be receiving your first email from Stan. If you do not get it, then I need you to be so that I can make sure you get it right here on live, okay? I'm gonna show you guys again on YouTube. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice, go to my profile. Click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then click on this red button right here that says open. And then click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access, okay? YouTube, let me pull you guys up. In order for you guys to in, you're gonna leave the live and you come to my YouTube channel and click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then you click on this top button right here that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And then here we are, same thing. Become the woman who actually follows through. Scroll down, read my reviews, enter your name, quadruple check your email address. You can use Afterpay or Klarna, and then click where it says Start My Glow Up, okay? All right, I am going to go ahead and set the timer now. And I have some ladies, I need you guys to confirm that you received your emails too, ladies. Please don't leave me until you say, yes, Jazz, I got it, or no, Jazz, I did not. Okay, now, once you are inside, let me pull up Glow Up Academy, okay? I'm gonna be sending you guys a message as soon as I get off of this live. I need you to respond. Do not leave me on scene, okay? There is an icon right here, an inbox icon. This is what I'm talking about. You're gonna click it and you will see a message from me. When you see that message, I need you to promise me you're going to respond before you go to bed. I know sometimes you guys join and then go back to work. Before you go to sleep tonight, I need you to respond to me. I want to know more about you. What are you struggling with? What are things that you have tried? Do you know what business ideas you have? I can't help you if I don't know what I'm helping. How can I mentor you? How can I coach you if I don't know what needs to be fixed? So this is why I need you to respond, please. Please respond and be as detailed as possible so that I know what we're working towards, okay? Because everybody's different, nobody's the same. So please make sure you check that. Now, once you are inside, click on the classroom tab right here. And here we are. I want you guys to click where it says, good morning, start your welcome and orientation, okay? Now I have a 7-day orientation for you with checkpoints, meaning I want you to be updating me on your progress. Every day I have a small homework assignment for you. It's very small, but it's getting you towards your goals. The reason why I do this, we're building confidence, okay? A lot of women, unfortunately, and I didn't always either, don't have confidence because you never stick to the promises that you make to yourself. Every time you start something, you give up, and that degrades your confidence, your self-respect, and your self-love. We are rewiring everything. We are building ourselves up. So we have to start small and steady. So every single day that you complete what I'm asking you to complete, one, it's for you, it's not busy work, and then two, it's building belief in self. Because now you are proving to yourself that not only do you know how to start something, but you know how to finish it. That's building your confidence, and you will take that same confidence with you through your business journey and whatever other goals that you have for yourself, okay? So that's why this is important. There's a reason why I do what I do, okay? So I need you to do it. Now, the beauty of Glow Up Academy is you get to choose your path. There's no right or wrong path, all right? So maybe you start your business right away, go to the Business Building Vault. For those of you guys who are not familiar with Canva for Brilliant, you don't really know what you're doing, this is perfect for you because I walk you through how to build your ebook. I show you all of the cool things that you can customize, all of the things, okay? So please make sure you watch that. I also walk you guys through how to set up your LLC, how to file your taxes, all things businesses in the Business Building Vault, okay? If you want to work on sales, maybe you already have a product, but it's not selling, then I want you to go to the Marketing Mastery Vault, okay? Because I walk you guys through how to create your content, how to make sure people are even clicking on the link. A lot of you guys are posting content, but no one's clicking on the link. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix it, okay? So I walk you through what things to say, how to keep people engaged throughout your whole video. If you wanna work on your mind, maybe you are a people pleaser. Maybe you don't have boundaries. Maybe you do lack confidence. I want you to go to the Mindset Vault, okay? Where we are rewiring ourselves, okay? Maybe you want to focus on self-care this year. You never put yourself first and you always feel guilty about it. And you want to start pouring into yourself more. Go to the Self-Care Vault and the Femininity Vault, okay? If you want to grow your Instagram Vault. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, YouTube Vault. If you want to grow your TikTok and sell on TikTok, TikTok Vault. All right, for my faceless creators here. Okay, 1 second. For my faceless creators, go to the Faceless Vault, all right? So you choose your path, you choose your journey. Now, make sure you guys join us for our Tuesday new member activations and our code calls and our Sunday resets. All right, let me start sending out these emails. Because Glow Up Academy is lifetime access, ladies, I have to add you manually, okay? So I'm about to send those out now. I need you to confirm that you received the email from Stan, and you received the second email from Jasmine Spencer, that is me, and I need you to confirm that you can see everything inside Glow Academy, okay? All right, let me go ahead and get started. Leah, can you check your email for me, please? Oopsies. Kathleen, can you check your email for me, please? I'm not sure which live they're on. Amber, can you check your email for me, please? Okay. You should see that email from Stan within 30 seconds. Ladies, if you don't see that first email from Stan within 30 seconds, that means there was an email spelling mistake. So we'll just fix it right here, okay? So check that. It should not be in your spam. You can check your spam, but it shouldn't hit your spam. And then Chris. Okay. Chris, check your email for me, please. Okay. All right. Yes, let me show you guys again. I am waiting for multiple people to tell me they got their emails. Click on my profile picture up at the top twice. Come to my profile, click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ, and don't forget TikTok, that's my main, this is my backup, so that's why the profile looks different. Click where it says open, and then click this red button right here that says Start My Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And then YouTube, you're gonna leave the live, you come to my channel, and click where it says Glow Up Lounge HQ. And then click on this top button that says Glow Up Academy Lifetime Access. And then here we are. I'm the woman who actually follows through. It's marked down to 249. Okay, scroll down. Enter your name, quadruple check your email address. You can use Afterpay or Klarna, and then click Start My Glow Up. And within 30 seconds, you should be receiving an email, okay? Now, for those of you guys who are on the fence, let me tell you this. We have been on live for, 157 minutes. That is a long time. You could be anywhere on the internet right now. There are creators online everywhere, but you chose to stay here. Why? Because I was able to connect with you. Because you were able to relate to what I was saying. And deep down inside, you know I can help you. Stop overthinking. You already know what decision you should make. I'll tell you that. You can use Afterpay or Klarna and break it up. You are quick and in a hurry to shop at Starbucks every morning, Shein, Temu, and Fashion Nova. And none of those things are getting you closer to your goals. It's okay to need help. This is why we talked about ego. A lot of people struggle with ego. But your ego will get in your way. The worst lies are the lies you tell yourself. You know you need help. So get the help. Okay? Okay. All right, so a few affirmations. We have, how much time we got left? We got 3 minutes left. Okay. Here we go. No, we don't already. I am a powerful creator of my own reality. I am a powerful creator of my own reality. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Kathleen, I still need your confirmation. And also, you guys, make sure, please, when you guys are inside, make sure you guys are responding to my message. Please do not forget that. I cannot help what I don't know. Don't leave me on red. Okay? Anything that you want for your life, you can have. But it's going to take more than manifesting. You have to execute it. You have to actually do it. You can't watch about it. You can't talk about it. You can't hope about it. You have to do it. You have to do it. A paycheck does not just fall into your bank account. You had to put in the work to get it. Business, weight loss, whatever the goal is, same thing. You have to put in the work to get it. But once you do that, you are creating whatever reality you want. You got to stop watching. You have got to stop watching. Okay, here we go. This moment is shaping me into a strong version of myself. This moment is shaping me into a strong version of myself. There's a reason why this live showed up on your For You page today. It wasn't by accident. It's because there were some things that needed to be fixed. There were some things that needed to be fixed. So we got to do it. We got to do it. We talked about it. We got to do it. I don't need to have it all figured out. I do not need to have it all figured out. You don't. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have it all figured out, even if you think you do. You just need to start. You figure it out along the way. You figure it out along the way. That is true. For those of you guys who are married, women, did we know how to be married? No. You figure it out along the way. You figure it out along the way. To my ladies on here who are parents, did you have the playbook on how to be a parent? No. You figuring that out along the way. Exactly. Okay? Don't ever forget it. I'm not alone, and it's okay to ask for help. I am not alone, okay, and it is okay to ask for help. Let me see. I don't see it. Did you pull the site up? So if you click on the site, but then you swipe off and then you come back later, you have to refresh the screen. Because if you don't refresh the screen, it's not going to go through because it's trying to prevent frauds and scams. So please make sure if you clicked on it but then left and now you're coming back, hit refresh, and then proceed with checkout. Okay? So make sure you do that because I don't see it on my side. So just refresh it. Just refresh it for me. Okay. All right, I'll give you a few more seconds. Anyone else before we head out? I'm about to take the price back. Well, I'm gonna wait a few seconds for you. And then we are closing it out. For those of you guys who are entering, I'll be inside Globe Academy in a few minutes. For those of you guys, that's your choice. Every day you have a choice. Please make sure you follow me if you haven't already. They do steal my videos, y'all. Please, especially on TikTok. And then they turn around and make fake accounts. They're gonna turn around and message you. Do not get hoodwinked, finessed, and bamboozled on these TikTok streets. I enjoyed you guys. I hope you have an amazing Friday. Okay, perfect. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys later. For those of y'all who joined Globe Academy, I'll see y'all in a few seconds. For those of you guys who didn't, have a great weekend, okay? Bye TikTok number 2, and bye 2, and